What's up? That other part was just a test. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Eric. That's Rob.
Hi.
We are checking out a game that you really like and have just started kind of playing. I guess you saw a preview build too, but you and Peter have been advocating it. We talked about it on the lobby. But today we're going to find out more about the game Echo, why you guys should play it, and what it's all about. Rob's going to be doing that because he loved this game here. So
I love this game. I've been dying for this moment.
Oh, yeah?
I'm super excited. And also, Eric, this is one of the coolest menus for a video
Jesus,
game.
that is creeping me the hell out.
I
Whoa,
know.
quit is red, huh?
Yeah. They
What's
really
that?
don't.
What's
They don't
that
want
noise?
you to, and I don't want to either.
Okay, cool.
So, what is this game? It's a sci-fi horror third-person game made by some of the devs from IO, who worked on Hitman, the last Hitman. This is the company is Ultra, and this is their first game. It's called Echo.
Okay.
What is this game about? It's a third-person sci-fi horror game.
Okay.
Where you, the tagline is, "The enemy is you," in that you go through a series of stages where you have clones or replicants called echoes, and they mimic what you did in the previous light cycle. And we'll see that in play, but you are, in turn, battling yourself. I wanted to open up with this, because this game is so awesome, I can go back and forth between things I've done. I have not beaten it yet, I'm very close.
Cool.
But I want to show off the intro to kind of set the tone of this awesome game, so let's do it.
Let's do it. Should I turn this up? Feel like I should.
You should.
Audio up.
Audio up.
We're currently playing on a PC.
You should get off the surface too.
Dip.
What a strange place. It's impressive, really.
So I'm on this planet.
Okay.
It's called
I'm
the
enabling the
Palace.
suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Damn, you inexperienced. Hey, what's up, guys? To all the people
There's
saying
something
hi
here.
in YouTube chat.
It must be some sort of release mechanism.
Anish, Rahul, and Knight.
The voice acting has
Did you hear
been
that?
spectacular.
It's definitely doing
I
something.
believe her name is Leslie Jones. She was Ingrid from Game of Thrones, the redhead. The famous line, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." That's her voice. The character is called N.
Nice. What's up, JM76? That shirt, though, yeah, Craig Sager. That's what the shirt is, Josh, if you were asking earlier. Rahul, yes, Rob has played a bunch, so he should be able to showcase a bunch of cool stuff to you guys and how it works, mechanics. He's gonna potentially even try the hard mode, which he hasn't tried, though.
I
but we
haven't.
can give that a go at the end
And
just to see how crazy
And I actually, as I was messing around with the HUD, I noticed that there was a locked mode. So I would imagine if you beat the game, there might be even a harder one.
Look, there's an
Cool.
opening down there.
This is $30, right?
It's
$29.99.
$22.
22
It's a
on-
steal on Steam. It's coming to PS4 sometime in October.
Got it. Okay. Oh, so what Mike said was
The suit
wrong.
reads your
then, that it was
intentions
out on
from your
PS4,
synaptic
so it's not.
activity
It's just
and receives
PC.
commands
Right. It
from
was
your
originally
voice or eye
it was originally going to be
movement.
launched
A bit
on
arcane, but Foster trusted that suit
PS4
with
at the
his
same
life.
time, but they had some delays,
know,
which
it
is
doesn't go
fine.
well
Take all the
with
time you
space
need to
travel.
make this thing
The
legit,
general alone with the suit
and
and
that gives me
everything.
another reason to pimp it again
It's
in
not
October.
the suit's performance that worries me.
So, so I have these cells too, which are reflecting on like my core abilities. So I have a gun, which comes later. But I just kind of wanted to set the tone here,
Yeah,
which is
sure.
this planet.
I
Like
mean-
it's this like really mysterious game. This is the planet that I'm arriving at. There is a reason for me to do it. On my back is this cube of a loved one I have. That I'm basically, my goal, you found out early on, is to revive my loved one. And she is led to believe that this planet can do that.
Got
It
it.
all looks strangely warped.
You know, it's kind of actually
How long it's
the
been
voice
A
is
composite like that
low in
should
this game.
last forever.
Yeah,
But
I
it
was
all
trying
looks ready
to
to
like
crumble.
ride the audio, but it's
It must
hard
be
to balance
ancient.
this out here.
Yeah. So anyways, actually, this is all I really wanted to show.
Goob wants to know, what's the hook for you, Rob? Is it the puzzles or the combat or some combination of both?
Everything. It's everything.
Okay. We're going to
It's
see a little bit
everything.
more. Rob just
So
wanted to
I
set
know,
the,
I just wanted
as
to
he had mentioned, set the stage.
Yeah.
Now we're going to kind of go into where most of the stuff happens, right, which is the palace.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll understand real quickly right off the bat. I tested this level because it's a great way of setting the example of why or how you are fighting yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there multiple ways to then beat said
The
level then?
lift is slowing.
Or
It's pretty linear.
Okay.
It's a very much a, each puzzle I want to say is
oh shit.
yeah.
This looks sick.
So look at they automatically see me, but
They're not crossing the water.
They're not crossing the water. Okay. They haven't learned that yet.
right, and they kill me. Look at them. Like, they like look at the water and look
This
at me.
is so creepy.
Yeah, it's real creepy. There is definitely some horror elements. So yeah, so they are not trying to kill me. So you're like, okay, let's keep moving then.
So
So-
if you sprint, they're gonna learn to sprint. Is
Right.
that
The
essentially-
more I
okay.
sprint, the more they're gonna learn.
Okay.
It's really any action for the most part.
I'm
Look at-
starving.
Oh yeah, I'm starving.
And so the palace.
Best
So
thing
see
I
that
ever had.
see that hologram?
Yeah.
The palace just noticed that.
That you ate a grape. And
Yep.
it's like, oh, I should eat. So, is that like a way to stall them? Because
Exactly.
Okay.
There are
I'm
pianos.
learning.
There are pianos. There are harps that you can use. So like you'll like play a piano, and then you'll like the next cycle you'll hear them. So here we go. Here's an example. And the cycles are only determined by information. It's not. They're not set in time.
It's
so
not time. Okay.
the more holograms you see, the more closer the life
The
cycle is going
next
to end.
cycle. Okay, gotcha.
So look at this. I got to do it.
Oh no.
So they just learned how to vault and touch water
And sort of sprint. And eat
and
grapes.
sprint and walk or light jog. So where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go this way.
Oh, well, just learned again.
And my stamina is really low, and they have a reason for it. I've been in cryo for a century,
Jeez. Okay.
and the suit is like helping me. So here we go.
Okay. Now this is
The
night-
dark cycle. Now I can do whatever I want, and the palace will not.
Be able to like learn.
Right.
Or download you essentially.
Right. So here's the problem now. Cycle's gonna come. These dark cycles are
Short.
or they're sense. Oh shit.
Hey, what's up?
So my stamina, like I can't do all these things. Oh, I don't have any ammo. So now here we go. The problem is that now they can.
Oh hey.
So
Oh.
I get one chance to fight them away, and now I'm red. So if they touch me again, I'm dead.
Oh. So you're dead.
All right, I got see it gets real hard. I'm kind of.
Marcel Engesser says looks awesome.
It is
was
awesome.
this advertised at TGS? I'm not sure if it was shook. It did come out earlier this week. It was Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it came out
Released?
Tuesday.
Yeah. So
So and also see these globes here.
Yeah.
Get on. They refill my cells there, which allow me to fire.
Okay.
And I take fall damage because I'm weak. I've been in cryo for a century, and the suit can only its power basically will help fall damage, but I can only do so many vaults.
Bungle Bonks, see the part of like you're not seeing all of the game yet, all of the strategy that is involved, and Rob's just kind of showing you some of the basic mechanics, but it sounds like it does get extremely like crazy, and I'm sure hard mode's going to be even crazier.
Yeah, I would imagine hard mode is like proximity of when they can see you, how much health I have, and so these things here. The more I collect, I believe it's every 6 of those orbs I collect. Oh yeah, those doors.
Crap.
Don't go that way. Every time I collect 6, I get a new cell. So that's again a factor of my ammo. Oh, I gotta go back. F.
They don't mind the water anymore.
They don't mind the water anymore. They're learning. Gonzalo Hernandez saying, I love the art design.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's really pretty. Ooh, go to sleep.
So guess what
Myself.
happens? Now
learn
they
how to
know
do
how to
takedowns?
sneak and choke me out.
Yeah, you'll see them.
All right.
What's
so
that little wand you got on your?
So that's a key I just picked up. So they're each little area has a different form of puzzle. Sometimes it's like collect 12 orbs, return a key to a door to move on.
Okay, so downloaded more sneaking.
Oh, yeah.
And even more.
So again, these are all determined, or they're. Oh, so anytime it's yellow is they're on a path, and whenever it's yellow, it's caution because they can see me if I'm still being, or if I'm still in their like trajectory. All right.
Here we go.
Now it's anything goes. So I'm now. This is where you like can basically.
Book it.
Well, it's where I see myself like, generally where you use your weapon and you want to like progress
time.
quick. It's where you like aren't using stealth. You want to get through. Shit.
It's not good.
No. Now I'm super vulnerable. So the
How
scariest
long are you vulnerable for? Oh, okay.
You'll see.
It's slowly.
It's slowly going away.
So, I guess.
Oh, fuck. It was right behind me. So the thing is, like, the more I sprint, you think, like, because they're really slow. But the more I sprint, like, if I, like, there were times where I forgot how much I sprinted.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in the dark cycle, it's so scary. You're like, oh, shit.
Stay there.
Yum, yum, yum. In the dark cycle, they don't, I don't know, they'll surprise you. Like, they won't necessarily just, like, always be sprinting, but, like, they can. So it's like,
It's just that you're not expecting it, right?
right, like, they're smart. They're still smart. So, like, I'll be like, oh, you're not even sprinting, no problem. And then I'll turn around, and she's on full on sprint, and it's dark, and so I can't see that well until, like, she, like, immediately killed me.
A lot of people in chat saying just the game looks really beautiful.
It's a
real
beautiful
pretty.
looking game, yeah.
I
have a-
to
I have a 2K monitor
You are
and
definitely disposed
the
to
ability to
find
max it out
meaning
here
where there is none.
in the office, and I hate going home and playing on something less than that because
So
it looks so good when it's maxed.
Yeah. So John Span, yes, every time he's in the palace, or well, most of the game is in the palace, but during the light cycle, anything he does, and you see like kind of like a brief like hologram or like kind of ghost effect, it basically is the palace learning what Rob is doing. Either eating grapes, we haven't played a piano, but apparently that is a thing. Sneaking, takedowns, sprinting. They weren't crossing the water earlier, and
So-
then the moment you crossed it,
So look at this.
one.
This is the one that I first had where I was like, oh, this isn't a big deal. They're in these rooms. And then you start realizing, oh, shit.
They've learned to.
Well, look at, they can't get out now, but they're about to. So now it's like, oh, my God, time to move.
So is that because you open, like they learned that you opened a door, so they know how to open a door now? Okay.
So now, when I first did this, I was like, oh, my God, I have to get through this area quick.
This is where like I would be like if I haven't. Well, obviously you played this level, but this first time must have been like nerve-wracking because
Oh,
like, you just
so
don't
nerve-wracking.
know. Like if there's anyone else there, or if you're safe. Like look, there were so many of them in this room. Holy crap!
Oh, and it only takes 3 of them. If there are 3 of them near me, they can kill me immediately. Ah, shit.
Oh, stay down, stay down.
And like as the game ramps up, they do get like smarter and smarter. I would say.
Like as you progress further.
Yeah,
in the game.
like overall, I felt like they like I can just finish you. So let's try this out.
Oh no!
Now they
so
know how to. Now they know how to shoot.
That's not good.
And they heard it.
So but this will be next cycle, right?
Right.
Next light cycle.
Exactly.
Then, oh god.
Oh, she's sprinting. See, not all of them sprint. Not all of them sprint, Eric.
Okay. So did not all of them shoot too then, right? Oh, this is bad.
Now they know how to vault. See, this
Well,
is.
you already
Guess what I
taught
just
them how to
did?
vault.
Yep.
Oh, this is not. Oh, great kick.
I got one of
Stop
those.
trying to make out with me. Oh, there's 2 of them there. Damn. Okay. Devin Hummel saying it feels like it's more of a thriller than a horror game. Yeah, I would say it's more like a.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like that fine line, like suspense versus like. It's not like horror in the traditional sense of like, oh, there's a monster. It's more of like the setting and the fact that they're all the same. They're your clone, essentially, right?
Yeah, I would say like the surprises, and like I mean, there's a spoiler that I wouldn't show is like I don't know, like the kind of lore of these echoes I find is very horror-ish, but it's not like your classic like dark deep horror, but it's like an unsettling horror.
It's a tension.
Yeah,
It's that.
yeah.
It's like never knowing what's around the corner. That kind of feel. Or like even in that case, it was like pitch black. And you ran into like 5 of your echoes. It's like, holy crap, that's real scary.
Yeah. The ambient audio is so cool too. How it ramps up. Like the audio cues are really important and really make this game special to me too.
The death scene is pretty much always the same though, right? Like if
it can be different.
Oh, it can? Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's generally the same.
Mostly you just get caught, right? And you don't know what's gonna happen. You become one of them.
Try something here.
Did you ever play that one game? Oh man, it's blanking out of my head now. The one where you could like make clones of yourself to like get through puzzles. but then like there was like the
No, that sounds-
morality of like, oh, did I just kill a bunch of myself?
That sounds familiar though.
It was like a spacey game. You had like a spacesuit. I can't remember the name of the game. It's escaping me right now. Yeah, Shook 98. We're not going to go too much into the story spoilers. So Rob's just mainly going to showcase
The story,
gameplay.
the story is fairly light, but everything
Okay.
like
But it makes sense, right? Like, and we don't want to give that kind of stuff away.
Sure.
I guess. I don't know.
like I would say like the story there's a long hour setup of story, and then throughout it's like bits of VO dialogue during, but like the setup in the beginning and periodically is all about like getting to the end and finding out like, you know, that there's a mystery throughout, and like I haven't gotten to the end, so I'm like dying to know like again like what this palace is all about, why I'm here exactly, like my history, and oh shit.
So that's Rob. Rob is the gentleman with the blonde hair. I'm Eric. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are playing Echo on PC. Currently, I think he said roughly $22 on sale right now on Steam.
It will be on PS4.
It will eventually be on PS4 in October. It's this puzzle kind of sci-fi horror in a way, depending on how you look at it, type game where you're
Let's mess this. I can also tag enemies. It does remind me of Hitman 2.
Dude, her eyes are white too. That's creepy.
It is creepy.
So right now he's in the like dark cycle where he can pretty much do anything, and the palace isn't, or palace is the place he's in, isn't learning what he's doing. But now that he's in the light cycle, it's gonna learn and adapt all the things that he's doing, and those clones
They
or
do what I
echoes
do.
will then
They
try to
learn
do
from
that
me.
to him and
I'm
kill him.
certain of it. They
Someone
come
brought up a
across the
question,
water
which
the
I
way
actually
that
don't
I've
use.
done it, and a blackout
There is
has
a
evolved
stealth
them.
stun. It's like
They
kind of like
teach
a
me
riot,
hesitation.
a riot
And you
gun
saw how
that
they
will
would talk behind the doors,
I
pacing
use
to get to
the
me,
right button
and
on my
after I
controller, and
opened
it's like
you,
a
and a
reminds
blackout.
you of the weapon in Minority Report. It's just like a
Okay.
like a riot controlled, like throws back multiple enemies. Which, you know what? Thinking about it, like that's pretty useful. So my
These are not crossing the water.
So my
So much
my
for your
main
story.
weapon actually
Yeah,
is
that
like,
makes perfect
think of it
sense.
as a railgun.
They stop
You're kind of
being
taught
eyes.
early on that you can line them up, and
And
I
kill
can
them all
shoot.
at
I can
once.
shoot through them, and it says
What
through
is
the
this,
reticle.
eraser?
See the reticle changes. That means I can get 2 kills here. So you kind of want to do that as well, but the ride is more of like an AOE, right? Like
Yeah,
a
just like
push
a
on
push
like
away.
get away from me, and I actually keep forgetting I have that. All right, this is
Ski,
gonna
we are
suck.
definitely not paid to
Oh,
play
shit.
bad games. This is one of these cool games, kind of like Observer was this year. Oh, you're dead. Oh, double tag team. Kind of like Observer, that we just kind of want to show to more people to get that on their people's radars. There's a lot of good games out this year, obviously, but
These are
this is
not
one
crossing
that
the water.
Rob and Peter
So much for your
kind of
theory.
saw
Yeah, that was
early
perfect.
and really enjoyed,
They
and he's
stopped
still
being
enjoying it.
what
So
I
it's
And
cool to be able to showcase some of these.
And
other
honestly,
games.
yeah, and like honestly, like, no, we're not getting paid, but like, this game has not gotten much traction, and I don't know, it just doesn't have enough marketing. So like, that's kind of the cool part about our job is like we get to like discover games and, you know, try to like show people like how awesome they are, and this is a case. Josh asked, what stops me from waiting out a light cycle? Going in, I was under the understanding that like, oh, a light cycle
It's time,
light cycle
right?
is like 30 seconds. The light cycle will only end if I give it information, so you can't just wait it out or something
so
like
you're
that.
doing stuff that then triggers the next cycle,
right,
right?
which is kind of like the coolest part, where it's the palace is like, nope, you gotta give me something. You're gonna stealth, or you're gonna shoot, you're gonna do something,
curious
or else
to
Eat some
learn
grapes.
yeah, I gotta teach these echoes
The
something.
one where everything makes perfect sense.
Don't you see it? They unlearn as well. It's all tied to the blackout cycles. When the lights are on, the palace keeps track of my actions, registering what I do with those icy ghosts. After some time, it will reboot to
What's up,
update the
Tarun
copies.
Katush?
That's what's causing the blackouts. I get no ghosts when the lights are out. So my guess is that the palace is blind while it's rebooting. When the lights come back on, their abilities match my actions from the previous light cycle. Well, that would explain why they wouldn't cross the water up there. I didn't touch any water in the light cycle before I reached them.
They echo your behavior.
Yes,
Yes.
echoes. That's exactly what they are.
Bam.
Bam. But that was weird though. Okay, so didn't you touch water
Another
like
airlock.
above, but then you did like you got to another water part
They're
where they
coming.
then didn't?
It's a good question.
Hurry,
I don't
get
know. I
out.
think that's kind of like the case of like
A different
the
area?
areas. I think it's
Okay.
just the area. So like yeah, for the most part it's pretty linear like that. Ah!
Okay.
Stopped.
What are they doing?
Never mind that. Just get out.
She can show that. So that was it. I used the stun one.
Yeah.
So you're again. I showed earlier the like outside. So I'm kind of going back outside. So in the beginning, you're climbing down to get in, and so now I'm like deep within. The whole planet is basically
The palace.
the palace.
The sphere just turned off. That means
It's
the
like
echoes are not coming,
ancient.
right?
You sound like naming them explains everything. To me, the logic of it all only makes the whole thing more absurd. Someone intentionally designed it to be this
Frame rate
way.
kind of chugs here. I will say that
expected there'd be
I'm
some
hoping
obstacles
they'll
to getting
add some
across it.
patches because I've had some
You were
problems
prepared
like
for
at home.
this. In your
Oddly
training,
enough, like I feel like the
Gods
game
know.
doesn't register
Grant did talk
360
of great
controllers
challenges and equally great
that
rewards,
well. Like I
but
found
doubt you
Xbox
knew
One
this is
controllers
what
to do
it
better,
meant.
which is
You admit
really
he
weird.
was wrong.
But it could just be a fluke
Yes and
thing.
no.
Pakistan Gaming, the red
I
cube
think you
on
managed
the
to find
back
the
of the
words,
protagonist
but
here
not
is
that
a
meaning.
loved one, which she is trying to bring back to life, which is why she's here to begin with.
That's right. Let's move around. Let's go to
All right,
different,
cool. Let's go to another. Check out another level.
and show kind of. This is what I love is like how quickly I can like load and go back and forth.
And this that UI.
I love it. So let's do. Let's go to a different chapter. Oh, that's a scary area.
That's a tough one.
Oh my god! Like you go into this room, this one. Oh, this one. This area took me so long. They're all just like I'm trying to get into the middle there. They're like, if you alert more than three or more, you're screwed. You're just screwed. So you have to like. I have other abilities which I'm not using, which is like I can call or whisper for one and lure them away, or I can shout and get a whole group moving.
Madeline asking, is there any way to turn the echoes against each other?
No.
No. All you can do is try to do things to distract them, like eating grapes and other things, like maybe playing a piano.
I think we might see some piano action.
Oh, yeah? Some piano action?
or harps.
All right, here we go.
So if you notice, the palace is kind of changing, like
Yeah.
a little architecture, but like obviously color, and there are plants. Well, now it's what started.
Chandeliers.
Yeah, what started. Yeah, chandeliers. What started as oh, I already see me. What started as a very sterile palace has been kind of like changing,
Evolving.
and there's a reason for it, which I won't say. Like the palace is like a character in itself, which is cool. Yeah, I wonder what insane mode is like. There's I think there's like the HUD. There's a HUD difficulty I think you can turn off. Like playing,
really?
Yeah, playing this game without HUD is I mean, you have pretty solid audio cues, but like playing without a HUD is ballsy. Where am I going here? So I have a scan. What's cool about the scan is then my HUD's gone, so I have to wait for the bubble of the scan to come back. So you're kind of vulnerable in that respect. So I have a.
Hey!
What?
Did you just call?
Oh, I thought it remembered my call. I haven't heard him speak. No, it's just registering my crouching. Or I can yell.
Hey!
I am definitely not Rice Gum. I know who you're talking about, though. Black Oss.
And there are collectibles in the game. Like, it's funny. Like, I do want to go back and get them because they are tied to the story. Like, the more you get, the more the encrypted message. Let's kick ass.
Chew bubble gum.
Oh, out of ammo.
There's a little spherical thing to your right.
Oh yeah. Oh, but no. Oh, that's the other thing. All the those ammo. Oh, shh. Okay. All the those globes I've been picking up, all those turn off.
Oh.
And some areas do have save points.
Got it.
Oh, that like kind of
Like green area.
that teal glow. Those are the only things that you can pick up. Those are the ones that I can like progress my and upgrade my cells. So now I have 4 cells, excuse me now. Nope, 5.
Josh Hall wants to know, without spoiling too much, do you level up, get new weapons or abilities?
just your cells. Nothing really else. Which I don't know. I'm okay with. Some people like I know there was our reviewer Justin Clark. Oh, that shit.
Oh yeah, what's that?
So I don't.
do you not wanna
so
know
that's a
about it?
collectible. No, you can know about it. Oh god.
Oh, there's two of them.
As far as I know, you touch it and you can start a blackout immediately. So
Oh.
I think, and then it goes away. So it's kind of like a weird tool. Oh, it didn't really help much though. It kind of did. So fall. Oh god.
Oh, they learn how. Okay, they learn how to vault already.
How big is the
Now-
game? I would say I know of our reviewer finished it in 7 hours. I'm on hour 10, maybe even longer. All right.
Matt Marcel saying this game seems very frustrating. I feel like it's about learning to make it. It's ultimately you're playing against yourself, right? Which is like that's the cool part. I guess. So like you can kind of determine how crazy these echoes get. Although
here's a
some of
save.
it you have to do regardless, right? Oh, I'm going through a mirror.
So this is a save, and in some areas where there's like tons of globes, I can kind of look through it. Remember, like in Hellblade, there's like, like a dim dimension. Like I can kind of like see all the globes or objectives. But touching back on what our reviewer said, which I can understand and somewhat agree with, is that you might find the palace to get boring as a setting because it's kind of all you see. Like you do kind of just see the same architecture. But I find like the changing of color and like atmosphere and lighting,
The subtlety.
subtleties of it like is engaging for me enough. And like I think there are 6 chapters with like 6 or 7 missions in each. The later chapters like change significantly where it's like you're looking at something really different because you're getting deeper and deeper into the core of the planet.
Gotcha.
Each chapter ends with like and starts with an elevator trek, and like you wake up and you hear London is the AI you hear talking. He goes like, she passes out in a. Oh, that's a glitch. This is the first one I ever seen.
What was that?
So these are globes I can
Okay.
pick up. Well, but just to finish my thought,
Sorry.
I had a hard time doing it. The treks you do, London would be like, you just traveled like 300 kilometers. She's like, oh, like it's just you get the sense of scale, which is kind of cool. But see, these are globes. This is very Hitman-like. I can like use them to kill, or I can use them to distract.
What was that noise?
So I can use my scan 2 to like pinpoint there, like these kind of collectibles. Again, those the more I get, the more the ending level encryption is understandable. It's like a bunch of text that's kind of
Miss George? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong in Twitch chat. Now it knows how to murder. Yeah.
Oh, there's piano.
Sick.
Come here.
Get pianoed. Oh.
So there's no point of playing it now because
Yeah,
they
you
won't
gotta play
listen
during
to
the
it.
light cycle, right?
Uh-oh. And I've had times where like I'm about to die, and it ends, and it ends just in time. Let's do this.
Hey, over there.
Nah, she didn't hear it.
Or not.
No. Don't see me. Don't see me. Don't see me. Turn around. Turn around. Oh! Oh, there's a save. These are lifesavers. Sometimes the areas, like, again, there's, like, collect, like, 20 orbs, and it takes a long time.
Damn.
And I've had to reset, like, a 20-minute run a couple times. And these show up in the scan as well. You can see outline.
Are you just waiting for her to go away?
Yeah, basically.
Was she?
I can do this.
Over here.
What was
Oh,
that?
that's perfect. Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Don't they know how to take down now?
They do. I saw a tweet of a guy like taking down someone and then got taken down himself. I've had it happen, but not that often. Maybe because I'm just super good. Here, let's do this.
Kid's got a cannon. All right, gonna go play some sweet tunes.
The thing is, they.
Uh-oh. Oh, go to sleep.
And of course, on every new cycle, the enemies respawn. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Was it? Were you able to get your gun out? in time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I shot her. All right, so let's see. Actually, I'll hide. I want to hear him play the piano. Let's try hiding right here. I might be in a bad spot. See, look at.
Yeah. Huh.
So like each area is really well done where there's like the tools are laid out. Like there was one area where it was like there are so many people and I have to distract them. And the game like is smart to leave these multitude of ways of doing so. So like if you can find a way to like trigger a harp or a piano, then they'll like move away from like a goal or like an area. Oh, I found out you can do this too.
Wiesla House, just to give you a quick kind of rundown of how it works is, right now you're the protagonist, obviously, and you're trying to make it through this palace because you have an objective that we're not going to talk too much about. And so he's trying to progress through the palace, but the thing is there are echoes or clones of you in this palace, and everything you do, they're learning in the light cycle, which is where he's at right now. It eventually goes dark, and that allows him to do things that the palace will not learn. However,
so an example is that in that last cycle, I did not open a door, so they actually weren't able to get through me. So
now next light cycle, they're going to be able
will.
to get through that door if you were to be chased through there. So
yeah.
That's kind of the premise there a little bit, or like how the game works, like from a very like basic level. But yeah.
And like I personally have never had, if there's any other game, I can't think of it, but like I've never had my brain kind of consistently like working in the way of like every action you do, you want to remember because you want to be able to in the next cycle remember how to counter it. And it's like it's a really like cool, and it feels like a healthy like brain activity. It's stressful, but like it's challenging. I just really enjoy that.
Yeah, someone in Twitch chat had mentioned like it's like a really cool like
Yep.
innovative
See,
puzzle
that's why
style where the AI continues to learn. Yeah.
So if you fire your weapon,
they have now learned to fire the weapon. I believe, is it coming out on Xbox too, or is it just PS4?
I just know of PS4.
Okay, so right now on PC, but also going to be out on PS4 next month.
Oh, she was
Not sure about Xbox. Uh-oh.
Now I just fired for no reason. Not good.
Okay. That's pretty cheap there, though. That's tough. Like when you're
when they're late,
right next to you, like there's not much you can do unless you can like quickly react and push her away.
Well, that's the thing too. Is pushing kills my stamina.
Ah, okay.
So like, you know, that's why sprinting and like pushing, like you always want to have some stamina ready to do that.
Red 8, there is a story. I'm not sure about cutscenes. I didn't really see any cutscenes.
No, there's cutscenes in the beginning.
Okay.
No, there aren't really any cutscenes.
Matt Marcel, they are constantly learning, so it's all the light cycles.
So now I know how to. You can hear the kind of like
the little audio cue.
the kind of the freezing digital freeze almost. But anytime that and that hologram, that's when like that's what they learned. Uh-oh. I think someone's right behind me. Yep. Move! So and grapes. Oh, that could have been a double. Grapes give you
energy?
Stamina. So you see that yellow bar above my cells.
Yeah. So that doesn't it does regen.
It does regen, always. But you could be real desperate sometimes.
So, Isla House, I didn't mention this, but you can't really wait out cycles.
It's all information based.
Yeah, it's all based off of information, so you have to be doing things for you to trigger the dark cycle, essentially.
That was good. You know, I just realized what these black areas are.
What's like?
I won't do that. Is Oh,
That
she would
was
have killed
real
me.
Close.
She would have killed me. These black areas
Yeah.
do an auto reset, or immediately end the cycle. Meaning, they're kind of like a wipe. Like, what if I, you know what I mean? What if I actually like?
Do you think it actually wipes what they learned though?
Well, I can utilize it as a wipe.
Okay.
Where like I didn't do much that last time. I like crouched. I think I did a little sprinting, and then I hit it. Meaning now this cycle became pretty easy.
Okay.
So you can kind of wait out maybe a difficult cycle, or like go back to that area after you like had a real bad run, and then hit it.
Boss Brown Sugar, he's basically, they said, this is actually a really good game that won't be appreciated by a lot of people. It's probably kind of true. It's probably also why we're trying to showcase it a little bit to get it out there, try to put it on more people's radars. Rob really loves it. He's really been championing it in the office. Same with Peter.
Yeah, Peter actually has.
and-
Peter and I. Peter's been in at TGS.
Yeah, Tokyo. But I know Mike was kind of like a non-believer at first. He wasn't really liking it, and then he kind of got to a point where he was like, okay, this is like a pretty cool game. So, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to be for everyone, obviously. Like, if you don't like puzzle games, this is probably not for you. But at the same time, if you're interested, again, on sale on Steam, $22, I think. So that's pretty cool. Oh, nice reactions there.
Yeah, luckily you can get like
off
a
the piano.
well, like your shove can be multi-directional. It doesn't have to be like forward facing. So I can like in any direction I can kind of like, you know, judging by the HUD, I can kind of tell like how close they are in proximity and like kind of time
she's
something.
sprinting.
Like right here, I can do it.
Nice. That's good that it's not like clunky then. you
Right.
know?
Right. Well, hi, how are you?
Max Rink saying,
No!
I bought this and absolutely love it. Has GameSpot reviewed it? I believe we have.
We
right?
have reviewed it. I'm trying to do a video review of it today.
let me-
Oh shit.
What? Cool. Alright, getting some stamina. It's also available on GOG, says Andy. Thank you for that, Andy. Let's see, where did we... Let's see. It got an 8, and I believe it was Justin Clark who reviewed it. Freelancer for GameSpot. There you use a shove. I think,
All right,
right?
no, I used the riot gun. This is risky.
Or sorry, yeah,
The riot.
AoE.
Yeah, that's non-lethal. It's like,
Josh Shaw saying, I like the HUD.
yeah, I love the HUD. So again, I have this ability to scan, but then I lose the HUD for a period of time before the scan comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Justin Clark. Just to give you guys a heads up.
Oh, there's a harp I could have played. Oh, these are like, these replenish all your cells. These like bigger orbs.
Uh-oh.
And there are elevators, so that's the same case too.
Phone's on to you. Place that key.
Oh, I hate when they sprint.
Oh, so do
Dude,
you
that
only
at
have
night, I
one?
swear to God, that sprint at night. Oh my God. Oh shit.
Ooh. So you gotta get one more key, right?
I guess.
It looks like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember this area. And
Yeah,
if-
Shook. It is currently on GameSpot.com if you want to check out that review, the written review, and then Rob might be doing a video review today. So.
if people want to see another area, I can move around.
Sure. I mean, if you
they're
think
not
that,
very
like,
they're not very spoilery. The only spoilery aspect is like the setting, so we can see like different types of level design and style. Oh, there's a harp. I can play that. Hi,
yeah,
how
why don't
are you?
Why don't you do that, and then we can switch. And
Oh, I might get this off. Play it. Might not have worked.
Ooh.
Gonna have to shoot. Oh, behind me, huh? See if I can line
Wow,
up.
this is a lot harder to see when you're doing the. Oh man, they just unload.
Shit. I didn't save for a while.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, we can show another area.
Yeah, let's do
we
it.
were gonna do it anyways, so. Not sure about a Mac release. Rogenext fan.
I wish Mac released more games.
Max Strength thinks said I find it a little easy though. I have to run on hard without HUD for it to be fun.
Ooh,
Yeah,
don't
I
you say
mean-
it though. Trust me. Trust me.
No,
it
he's
gets
been
tough.
playing it that way.
Oh,
is what he's
has
saying.
he?
Yeah, because he said he's yeah.
Well, I'm just sucked then.
No,
Ask him if he thought if he had trouble with ballroom.
Max Rink, did you have trouble with the ballroom? Well, there's a delay, so we'll find
But
out.
I
in a
can't
second.
trust him. He can just
Why?
say like,
No,
I'm just kidding.
He
I'm
wouldn't
kidding.
come in and say like, I absolutely
Ball-
love it, and then like
I don't know. I think it was because I had a couple beers in me, but ballroom was
probably
like
slowed your thinking
It
process. there.
totally did. Oh, I love this area.
Ooh, Oblivion.
Yeah.
Dip.
Yeah.
It
So
get-
like
it looks like it gets
that's-
crazy.
yeah. See, I mean, like the settings change.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
that's a cool looking area. Let's stick to this. This is where all the meat is. I feel like let's do bridges.
Bridges. We're going to bridges. What is the purpose of the instrument? Says Gonzalo Hernandez.
Distractions.
Yep.
So there are areas where like there are a whole group of these echoes, and I mean you can do a multitude of things to like lure them away. Again, shouting like this,
Over here!
or like
Over here.
a whisper can lure just one. But the instruments are great because they kind of take longer, and they'll like how do I say it? You play an instrument when the light cycle ends and then starts up again. They will walk towards instruments
Yeah.
that they're close
And
to,
she
so it's
like
easier.
from what I could tell too, when you played the piano versus when they played the piano, I feel like she did it for almost twice as long as you did.
Oh yeah,
so
sure.
it definitely looks like a good way for to distract these echoes.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
dang! DK
so-
saying Brad Shoemaker beat Ballroom on hard. I don't know. Could be making that up, but
You know what?
I'll give
I
one
believe
to the
it.
Shoemaker.
Ballroom was tough. You know, it doesn't matter. I don't know. You know, it's to
It's
each
just
their own.
personal pride, man. It's all
Personal
good.
pride,
It's
it's
okay.
fun. I
You
don't
beat
give
it
a shit.
Regardless, you
I don't
beat it
give a shit.
regardless, right?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
give a
I
shit.
probably would have struggled. I'm not a huge puzzle guy. I hate puzzles. I
Let's
shoot
see.
things in the face.
So this is just an area that I thought was like, for me, it was one of those, like, I got this. Like, breeze through the last one, and then I got here, and I'll just let it play out, and you'll kind of understand.
I'm gonna ask, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer. But random guy XLOL asking, do the echoes unlearn the previous actions?
Yes. So like, I play a cycle. They learn from it. New cycle incorporates that cycle. When that second cycle ends, the first cycle wipes. So
So they don't keep everything.
no,
So it's only 2 cycles
right.
worth?
Right.
Oh, so I'm so sorry to oh man, was it Matt Marcel? I think I told him that like they just like keep everything. It sounds like it's 2 cycles worth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that am I understanding correctly? It's like 2 light cycles worth.
Right.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
so the previous cycle is incorporated in the next one.
Uh-huh.
The third cycle after that, the first cycle is wiped. So it's
okay.
the cycle you're in is only determined by the previous cycle.
Mm.
So this area I was like, wow, there's just one person walking around. This is no big deal, right?
What's up, Luke Hartman?
And guess what? I just taught him how to open bridges in the last one.
Oh, because you
Yeah,
okay.
when this happened I was like, oh god.
So this is kind of like that when you open it. It's like the same, almost the same concept as the doors thing, right?
Yeah. But it's more than that. Like this might seem maybe a little like obvious that they can just like toss in a mechanic, but there are areas and there are strategies that like it's like map design where it's like a corridor or it's like or like they're scattered in a way that like force you to do different mechanics. Like it can get real intricate and it can mess with like how you've been playing the game. And that's what I like a lot.
You know what? I wonder if Shiva's been sending me questions. Whoops.
Ooh, these don't hurt you, but they're scary.
Gonzalo Hernando says, okay, now I really want to try it. I'll have to wait for the PS4 version. Cool. Glad that's got your interest. And hopefully, yeah.
Again, I mean, if it's $20 on Steam, I would expect the same for PS4. And again,
You think so, though? No, isn't that a sale, though?
Oh, well, it was a sale from like $25, I thought. And I think it's absolutely worth it. Again, our reviewer beat in 7 hours. I'm on like hour 10 or plus, and I haven't finished it yet. And there's like a locked difficulty that I would imagine that like you can. There's hard, and I think there's maybe even like a
Insane or
hard, like
something.
an insane difficulty.
Or like Max Rin can mention hard with no HUD.
Right, you can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that now. We could try it.
Melodyne saying
try it.
definitely gonna try this game. It's a breath of fresh air. Do you really want to try no HUD?
Yeah, I do.
Cha.
So this is why I think that, because it's like locked game mode. Oh, game mode. I wonder what that means. I thought it was HUD. That was here.
There's HUD.
But I just wonder what game mode could mean.
Don't know. Maybe you got to beat it to unlock
I think
that.
so. So that's locked as well. So let's try hard.
Or yeah. Oh man, no HUD's gonna be tough.
Let's try
You're
it.
not gonna know when you're out of stamina. Good luck.
Reset to initial.
No, that's just back to what you had it on, right?
Oh, duh. Good call.
All right. Restarting the level with no HUD and on hard. Oh man. I'm mildly worried.
This is actually kind of a tough area too.
I believe.
I like the music too.
Pretty good.
So this is that stuff I could probably
Yeah, you
utilize
probably
later.
don't want to use it yet, right?
Yeah, I probably don't.
Right here, sucker.
Oh, I almost wrecked that one. Like the character design is cool. It's like almost eerie how lanky she is, you know?
Yeah.
Like her limbs.
Toastman X saying, I can't imagine how wild the ending of this game will be. I think that's Chris Pereira. What's up, Chris?
Yeah, I hope the ending is
So can you cross the bridge now and then like not trigger anything, or does it have to be during the light
Some things
cycle?
don't, so it doesn't look like these are on.
Okay.
Man, I forget what door it is. There's a door that I have to cross. Not off to a good start. All right, well, this is gonna. There it is.
So yeah, for those of you just tuning in, or if you just happen to start tuning in,
So
we're
watch
playing
this. This is how you do it.
Echo, and it is essentially a sci-fi horror puzzle game. Maybe not that horror, but definitely has horror elements.
What? I pushed you. Oh, I maybe ran out of stand.
Yeah, I don't know,
Later.
man, that no HUD mode. Wait, how do you have the?
I have that. I guess they leave that on.
Oh, that's not like true no HUD then. Whoa.
I mean, I don't know where she is right now. Yeah, she's coming.
That's actually kind of cool though. Like, so like now you don't have the luxury of having something tell you
Oh,
where
right?
things are exactly.
Oh, for sure. And now you think about like how earlier I was saying like, oh, like someone sneaking up behind me after teaching them how to like choke me out, like hasn't been a problem because I have that like, I can tell you. I have that ability to, always like
Yeah.
flip it and push away. But now it's like I have no idea if someone's behind me or not.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I know this area. Yeah, this one takes a while.
Great.
I mean, I probably.
Is
I
there
don't
any other new mechanics in this area, or are they kind of just lending on what you've learned already and just?
like.
Oh, that's kind of new. The blue spears.
So yeah, this is another part. Like you'll come across these. So I have to collect like a bunch in order to engage the elevator in the middle to go. Oh, that's you know what it is. These are always like kind of. I think. I don't want to confirm, but like a lot of these are like in the end of a chapter where like you engage like the master elevator to go like again like 500 kilometers down to my destination.
Lionel Horse Package 9. There is a story. Rob says a little light, but it does make things make sense. I
Right.
guess.
Like
Or
there-
it does tell a story.
Yeah, like the drive you have to like get through. Like I'm really dying to get through and see the end, and hopefully that is a payoff worthwhile. But
Yeah, because you said there's a couple beats in the story that were like, oh, I got that payoff.
Yeah.
And it was like really satisfying.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. They know how to murder now.
So these
All
are
right, save point?
these are key, Eric.
I know. Save points
See
are
there,
always
and
key.
they also
Oh,
spot all of
wow.
the yeah. That's helpful.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah,
it looks
right?
visually cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. Well, it's cool because like this is kind of like a bland environment, right?
Yeah,
So
but
the
you have these,
blue
like, kind of
globes.
blue fairy lights, almost blue
She
globes.
she likes the blue orbs.
Yeah, she's entranced.
I wish I could push someone off. That'd be cool.
He hasn't beaten
Lights
it
out.
yet, Goob. He's
I'm
around
close.
9 to 10 hours, he said, and he's close, so it'll probably take him about 11. The Revere beat him about 7. So,
I'm probably like
yeah.
a couple hours out. Again, that's just me. You know, some people are clearly better than me at this game.
Well-
But I've been kind of like also exploring, trying to get those like whoa,
Ragdoll.
ragdoll, trying to get those those forks, those like kind of tuning forks I've been hitting. Those are like
Collectibles.
Yeah. This doesn't do anything, but it's
You
funny.
trying to get those Korok seeds?
Yeah. I've been like hitting like 95, 92% completion for each level. So it's like there's a couple I'm missing.
Really? That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, there's a couple I'm missing.
What was the worst grade you got?
No, I went through. It's like wow, I've been doing 90 like
Oh.
like always over a 90%. I feel like, but again, I've been like really looking around for them.
So how are you feeling on the no HUD? Because this is the first time you played no HUD, right?
Well,
Am I right? Am
yeah.
I making that up? Uh-oh.
I haven't really had.
But I guess there hasn't been a sticky situation.
There has not. Did I teach how to open doors?
I think you just did. Yeah.
Well, earlier. I don't think I did. I guess.
Yeah, Melodyne, the cube on her back is part of the story. It's kind of the crux of why you're doing what you're doing. It's supposed to be a loved one that you're trying to bring back to life. And apparently coming here to this planet that we're on, although this is a palace, but we're on a planet.
The whole planet is. Oh, that was stupid. The whole planet is this palace. Like you see some really cool visuals of like just infinite hallways. It's pretty neat. I can shoot you. I like that.
How long is that stun? Oh, not that long.
But again, it's like crowd control. So if you have like again it takes 3 echoes to like kill you. So look at, I think this is the purpose. So now I haven't done anything in this cycle as far as information. So now like
you think it wipes the cycle?
It has
light
to.
cycles,
That
right?
has to be the reasoning for it. So now it's like a clean cycle where
they don't know how to do anything.
They're just dumb.
Yep. Okay.
Big
Back
dumb
to
idiots.
Day one echoes.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Here we go. Gonna play a little piano. So now, next time, they should technically be able to.
It's a saucy
play the piano.
rift.
And there's a little save.
A little save. So you have this HUD, so I can. This also helps me spot. I wish it was better at spotting the tuning forks, but like it seems to work for tuning forks that are like in a closer proximity.
Lionel Horse Package 9 in Twitch chat saying this game looks a lot like the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez.
The Cell, and I was thinking about 2001: Space Odyssey. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. Yeah, in the end, we talked with one of the devs, and he said they were kind of heavily inspired by that ending scene where like, you know, the character basically like goes into like an alternate dimension where like everything is so, you know, meticulously like clean and white and pristine.
To the name I can't read in Twitch chat because I believe it's kanji, so I can't tell there, but it says, so when the lights go out, is that when your enemies learn something? Yeah, when the palace has learned enough, it'll then trigger the night cycle. So he's opened some doors, he's played the piano, so after that, it goes dark, and then
I did some stealth, but here in these blackouts where it's like, damn it,
right over.
I can do whatever I want, and the
no consequences.
Yeah, anything goes. Hi. So now, save, great.
It's good.
Oh, you know what's a bummer though? It's like, so the piano I did last time actually doesn't work anymore.
Well, it's all right. You don't need it right now, right?
No.
But you could do that.
Oh, I can do that one right here. Oh, but I learned how to open doors, right? Yep.
Retro.
Retro. Don't mind me, just gonna get a couple keys in. Hi.
Both
Oh, move! Screw it! Nope, no ammo.
It's actually probably better that you didn't.
It's probably better that I
shoot her.
Yeah, like again, like I don't know. Oh!
Get murdered! Yeah.
I had not seen the ragdoll like that.
Murdered.
But it's been happening a lot during the stream.
Oh, you bounced her off that table.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Man, that'd be cool if you could do like head slams into the table.
Bah.
Yeah. Or push off railings. Yeah, there's a tuning fork. So yeah, like when I'm close enough, I mean obviously
Did you do
here.
that one already? Oh, maybe not.
I mean it all kind of looks the same at some point, but uh-oh. heard someone.
Yeah, there's someone definitely coming.
She's seizing.
I don't know if they're time remnants, the Norback. They basically asked, are you murdering your time remnants like the Flash?
No.
Does
There's-
the game
there's a
explain
story-
to you why
why-
there are echoes of you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's
Like,
cool then.
It's cool. That's like one of the coolest spoilers I
Oh.
had.
Dip.
Uh-oh, this
we
is
need
not
we need a
going
night
well.
cycle. Actually, do you even have
Yep.
enough energy for a night cycle?
I have one.
Oh,
Whoa!
good push, good push, good push. No, I don't want to make out with you.
Ah, I could have saved. So like you can line up
Yeah,
again.
for multiple,
It's
right?
tough to do. Right behind me, huh?
Sure seems that way. Oh, you're
no.
good, you're good, you're good. What is that noise? That's new.
I think that's the
That's
door.
just a door? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Woo!
How old is this game?
3 days.
3 days old.
Yes, Tone Generator. We are playing on PC right now. Currently on sale on Steam, and apparently, I don't know if it's on sale on GOG, but you can get it on GOG. The PlayStation version won't come out till October. My name is Ryder. Okay, cool, yeah. This game was done by the former Hitman developers from IO Interactive. Now, that company's called
Ultra. This is their first game. Uh-oh.
He's saying, man, what if only the Hitman games enemies could learn what you knew or do. That'd be kind of crazy, I guess. I don't know how they would set that up, though.
Right. Maybe like a level of robots.
It almost has to be like that. Yeah, I don't know. Max Strings, yeah. Rob did address that. It's something that the reviewer also mentioned, which is that the environments are a little bit, can get a little bit bland, but they do change subtly, but it does look like you're kind of in the same type of area. But so I can see why people could feel.
Yeah,
like
I could see that too. But it changes enough. Like again, like earlier, it's like for me at least, it's like a pristine white to like this kind of teal marble, and then I showed later in the stream the
like a dark area, right?
there's like some underworld dark stuff that actually looks real dark. But like, oh man, I don't know. There's like, I really do think the palace is a character where like, because it's changing and there's a reason why it's changing. Like, there's this one area where it's like shit just gets real different. I don't want to spoil.
Yeah. Hosine or Hosine or Hokain in YouTube, it's roughly 7 to 8 is about how much the reviewer took. Rob's been playing about 10.
Yeah.
But he's been trying to get more of those tuning forks, some of those side collectibles, so just exploring more. So I think it's probably roughly around 8, and then it could be more if you're gonna do a little bit more of the side stuff.
I do wish
or
that
experiment
I do
more.
wish the tuning forks were easier to find, because it is a fair point that it's kind of the same environment. That is true. Like a lot of same architecture, so it kind of gets exhausting to like look in every nook and cranny. You know what I mean? If you're just like looking at kind of the same stuff. Let's try this out. Actually, I don't know. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I could do this though.
Nice. Lionel Horse Package asking Rob, what is your favorite stealth?
This is it. Big fan of Splinter Cell.
Viper Joe, 2 hours into this game, and the only thing that has impressed me so far is the voice acting and overall sound design. The game takes way too long to actually start. The opening is such a trudge. Yes.
Yeah,
Viper,
that has been a complaint. Is it is a slow burn.
Yeah.
Like the again, we showed it earlier in the first part of the stream.
Mhm.
There are these outside areas that actually are visually different. They're kind of meant to like have a lot of story, but also take a break from this environment. I want to say, but there is an opening like hour that is long, and it feels a little boring. But it's a lot of heavy-handed setting and voice acting. But I actually really liked it. It was kind of long, but it was really setting
it up.
Yeah, well, to like the meat of the game, which is what you're looking at.
Yeah,
These
so
kind of.
Viper, I would say if you've made it through 2 hours, obviously, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna keep playing, but definitely keep playing because Mike Mahardy pretty much went through the same thing. He was telling Rob like, hey, I don't think this game's as hot as you are making it sound it to be.
Right.
And then he finally kind of got past that kind of opening area. as you had mentioned, kind of like the opening trudge a little bit, and he was like, nope, okay, this game's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like, and then you just, and that's unfortunate a little bit, but you know, hey, if, like I said, if you kind of got that far, hopefully you can stick it out a little bit longer, and hopefully you get that payoff, and then that keeps you playing the rest of the game. So. Kamura Tetsu saying the concept of this is pretty interesting, nothing like I've seen before.
That's how I feel. I can't think of any other game. Shit. That like has worked my brain in a way of like everything I'm doing is like
Halfway there.
impacting, and it is a consequence.
Yeah.
So like when you do the panic, like you have those panic moments, like where you're just trying to stay alive. They're the worst because it's when you're not remembering, you're doing too many things at once, like shooting. And you're just like, God, the next cycle's gonna suck because I like had like a fright, like like a fluster of moves and wasn't being like crafty. I find those really interesting.
Nice.
Oh, didn't do much though.
Hey, dude on the left, can you raise your mic volume? You're really. I'll try. I mean, I pretty much have him maxed out. I can turn down the gameplay if anything. That's really what it is. It's like competing with the gameplay.
I've never had an echo. Like it remembers me definitely knocking someone dead with one of those orbs, but I've never I've seen them pick them up. I've never seen them do it to me.
Oh, really? That actually is interesting then, because like if you just threw that one and hit her, I'm surprised that they don't throw it at you.
Let's find a save. I'm down to like see if that is possible.
Because they're supposed to mimic everything you do, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
She has one in her hand.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Throw it at us.
There's a save. Nah, I want to get to a save. Nah, it's too late.
Throw it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shh.
Oh,
3 of them?
Really awkward. Oh, how come you just insta-died there?
Because there was 3 of them.
Tay, you're definitely lower than Rob. Yeah, well, I'm just not enunciating. I think maybe I just have to turn up the board in general. I feel like someone must have lowered it or something, because it's only been happening recently.
Oh, I'm going to see what these things are. All right, so I got to go to the bottom floor. Looks like there's a lot there.
Okay.
You don't have to get all of them. I feel like you just got to get like a good amount.
Yeah. What's up, Kamar Woods?
She'll say like, "Oh, you're halfway there," or something like that.
Has she said that yet, though?
Nope. Oh wait, what's 5116? Maybe that's what it is. That is what it is. It's gotta be.
Do you have 51 or you have 16?
I think I need 51.
No way. Let's find out. That seems
maybe.
insane.
Well, maybe they don't like.
Oh yeah, you do need 50.
Wow.
All right,
really?
50 to go, Rob.
All right. Well, luckily there are areas like here. So it's interesting. I have to do something in order to get up to those 2. It's kind of cool. We'll see it. So they lower only
in the night.
Yeah. That happens a lot. So that's actually, I forgot. That's a whole other mechanic where it's like you can only do certain things when it's blacked out.
Like dying. No, just so you guys know too, if you're just tuning in, 1, this is the game Echo, and 2, there actually normally is a HUD that he's not using. We're playing in no HUD mode, so normally it's not necessarily as difficult as it is right now, because the HUD actually tells you where some of these enemies are, but you're gonna have to start all over if you turn on the HUD.
Maybe that's just for all right,
You
cool.
just think for the difficulty?
Yeah.
Okay, so but we are playing on hard. Okay, so you're right. Okay, so he's got the HUD back. Did you just use the scan though? I wasn't paying attention.
Whoa, that's a good sprint.
Thanks, Max Ring.
Nope.
Oh,
Yep.
not enough, stamps.
Not enough stamps. Hopefully she doesn't notice.
Sure, Connor White. He just said, I just tuned in. Sorry to make you repeat yourself. But yeah, basically, this is a puzzle game that it's a sci-fi puzzle game with horror elements. It's more of the suspense element and kind of just the creepiness of all these clones that learn what you do, at least from like 2 light cycles. There's a light and a dark cycle. The light cycle is what he's in right now. He has to do certain things to progress through each level, and in order to engage into a dark cycle, he has to then do certain things, and the palace will then learn and teach the echoes those things.
Could you leave me alone?
But in the dark cycle,
I'll shoot you.
he can technically do whatever he wants.
So I
'cause
can
they
kill,
can't
and they
learn.
won't remember that. All right, did I get all the blue orbs on this floor? I think
So. So for this area right now, he needs to get 4 more of these blue spears, 45 more of these blue spears that are kind of all around the map in order to progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's kind of the general gist. Sorry if that wasn't as cohesive as it needed to be, but
So look at
that's
it.
kind of
So
the general
I played
gist.
the piano last time, and they're like,
Scrambling, go play the piano.
"Ooh, I feel like."
Kitty balls, Tay, your
Playing
shirt
the
is
piano.
baller. Thanks. It's a Craig Sager shirt, donated for a good cause, and yeah.
All right. I don't know if there's anything else on this floor. Let's get out. Peace.
Lionel Horse Package saying, "My God, I just found out there will be something happening with Red Dead 2 next week. Is that true? I didn't know. I didn't hear anything about that. Maybe that's just
What?
brand new news. Hopefully, it's not fake news,
Hopefully not.
dude." So last night, I was having dinner with my family, and then my stepdad was like, just looking at like news and breaking news, and he's like, "Oh my God, they're closing down the dollar store," and like my stepsister and my mom
Like the chain?
freaked out. Yeah. They freaked out. They're like, "What? Why? The dollar store's so great." Oh, that's an achievement. Holy shit, that was cool.
That was dope.
But turns out the dollar store is not closing down, and that was fake news. So,
Aw, that would be. Oh man, that was such an
man.
awesome place as a kid.
dude, it's still a great place.
It's still-
for
no, it
like
still
buying
is.
a lot of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. You're right.
Badgerina, yeah, Tay is fucking rocking it. Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Oh, they learned to shoot people now.
Nope, not here.
No, because I thought it said
It was if. No, I mean I was.
Okay. I thought that's what it was saying, like incoming fire. I saw incoming fire on your screen.
Oh, so that was still the last
there's a
cycle. So
tuning
yeah,
fork.
you're right. Here's a tuning fork.
Sweet. How much is this game? And Neo Pedro asks, currently on sale on Steam for $22. Not sure if it's on sale on GOG. I haven't looked it up, but it's also on GOG. It'll also be on PlayStation 4. Sorry.
That is funny.
Next
I love
next month in October. Not sure if that'll be on sale. It could be $30. Not sure what's happening with Red Dead. It was just someone in Twitch chat saying that there might be some news next week. I'll have to look that up later.
You know what it is, Eric? It's not 41. It's just I need 6 more. I think
Okay.
there are 40.
Or that's how many are left. Yes.
So look
Okay,
at
sorry.
4
Max
more.
Rink had said that too, and I
Yeah.
misinterpreted what he meant by that. So.
Yeah, it's funny.
What's up, VB Danger? It's a long name.
How do I get there? Oh, that's a blackout. So I gotta wait for this thing to lower, and then I'm good. Oh, hi. How are you?
Some people are like talking about the repetitiveness of this, but I think that you're just seeing one level, and you're not necessarily seeing all the intricacies of like what you're having to deal with or think about, which is that
Sure. And
what Rob does is becomes a potential consequence for him, and he's having to think that through for the next phase, right? Essentially.
Yeah, I did it.
Sweet.
Yeah, and like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it is somewhat repetitive, but like the reward of what you're doing, like again, you're fighting yourself. Like, it's like I swear it's using your brain in like a very different way than as far as like gaming in general. Like I've never thought about like how I was playing in any other game before, and
Gotcha.
that is absolutely engrossing and like engaging. Like it is in that respect really fun to play.
So, just on the Red Dead 2 front, Rockstar apparently tweeted out that on the 28th, they're going to be doing something. Something's happening with Red Dead news.
What are you
So,
doing?
next Thursday, it looks like we might get some Red Dead stuff, Rob, if you wanted to know.
Uh-oh.
Booyah.
Is that going to be a stream then?
I don't know. Hard to say. Depends on what it is, I guess.
Man, I'm willing to bet this is an achievement to get all these things.
All the walls? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Or maybe even something else. All right, let's get down. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, actually, you know what I still wanted to do? Maybe we can find a save. nearby.
They definitely didn't throw it that one time, so
Right. They don't. I don't think they'll throw it. I think they might knock
they'll
me out.
smack
with
you
it.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I would hope so, but.
Well, they were definitely chasing you with it. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely pick it up.
Although I guess they probably wouldn't hit you with it because they probably do the same animation of like grabbing you,
That's what I was thinking too.
right? Like I don't think they'd probably one hit KO you.
because that is all they really do. But that
Right.
can be annoying though, right? Like they'll pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
meaning I can't use it.
That is true.
So
What do you have to do now?
I'm trying to get down, but this is just gonna. Okay, good.
Okay,
Oh.
Trying to save too. So they're not just a one-time use thing. Okay,
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, I can like go through those at any point.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is definitely awesome. God damn it. But like this, I don't know, there's so many funny moments I've had where it's like, I think I'm in the clear, I'm gonna make it to an elevator, but it's like in the previous cycle I had used an elevator, and I'll get to an elevator, and like an echo will like be there at the elevator I'm trying to get to, it, like comes down, and I'm just like, oh great, and it's like kills me. I'm out of stamina. This should take me down one more. Nope. I don't. How do you determine what's up or down? Oh, is she gonna be here now? No. Oh
Surprise!
Yeah.
Can you vault it?
I was about to. Yeah. What?
Guess not.
Oh.
Guess
Oh.
not.
Why didn't I shoot him? I always forget to shoot. Can't hear.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
Oh, hi. Jeez.
What? My controller's just not working.
What?
I can't turn right.
Okay. We're gonna minor technical difficulties. We'll see if he's okay now.
What?
Doesn't look like he is.
Man, I will say like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pause.
Shouldn't have unplugged it. You will say what? I've had Why don't you play mouse keyboard? I'm just kidding. I'm trolling you. He cannot turn right now, which is weird because I don't think this has happened to him this entire time.
No, but I've had controller difficulties with this game. It's really frustrating. Let's do
Do
this.
you want to try another Xbox controller?
Sure.
Give it a go. See if it works.
Well,
Amir
we have a
Ghazi saying the next area is a pain in the ass.
We have a save, so let's do that. And just reload it. Ooh, this controller's way better.
Well, it came with the Xbox One S, the Slim.
Well, that makes sense.
I almost said X, but I was like, we don't know what Xbox One X.
There we go. Weird. That was weird. So this is down? Oh, it looks like it's down, huh?
Figured it out, Rob.
Look at the textures. Show me the way.
So yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're checking out Echo. Kind of fun, cool game. You guys should check out if you're into puzzle, sci-fi,
With
light horror.
with a smack of horror to it.
Yeah, suspense. I'm gonna go with suspense or thriller.
Yeah, thriller's
It's
fun.
not really like you're gonna
It's
get
not.
scared. It's like more like a mental kind of like.
I mean, I'm a wuss, but I've had some good jump scares. Why don't you come down with me?
Oh man, weapons hot. They're gonna know how to shoot now, Rob.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to be out of here.
Oh, you know that this is Dunzo's.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's fair.
Peace.
What? Maybe during night you can't go through.
Oh,
what?
that was a
that was
glitch.
weird. But yeah, like we are live every day at 11 a.m. GameSpot Live. You should sub if you haven't, so you can find out when you can get notifications when we go live. Also, because we're making some cool content, we're gonna have like a NBA 2K versus live face scan thing up later today.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
We're gonna
Okay,
have
so
some other
here
stuff.
I got enough. Wow, that's clear as shit. I got.
That's clear as shit. Rob's in deep thought. He's reading right now.
These are like super like ambiguous, but like they do mean something. Like that was interesting. I don't know, like each level has one. Again, if I get enough tuning forks hit, then that'll like.
Oh, does it actually
reveal.
Influence stuff at the
You
end?
dozed off.
No, it's just a story.
116 kilometers. this time.
116 kilometers. I've just been in an elevator. Took a little nap. Yeah.
I would after all that.
Yeah, this is so like if you notice the palace is changing now.
Oh, is this like heading into the next region?
Yeah, this is
almost?
the next chapter.
Cool. Is there anything?
Like I won't say much, but like
Yeah, is there more stuff you want to show off, or do you think? Is there anything that you didn't get to show off or showcase? I'm just curious, because it seems like a pretty good
yeah,
point
it's
if we're heading into this next area without.
oh.
Yep. See, no, I don't like that long sigh that you just made.
This was really
Very revealing.
well. This was really scary when I sat down here.
Scary?
Should I do it? Should I sit down on
I don't
this?
know. Is
Ask
it
chat.
spoilery?
I mean, it is what it is. Like you know.
All right, chat. Do you want to see what scared Rob? Put the ones in the chat. If you don't, and you want us to stop showing stuff, put the twos in the chat.
And
I'm
I want
gonna give you like your minute or two from delay.
I
tell
think
me.
I could be wrong.
Oh man, you can't let me set the chat up like that and then like not be no. That's awful. One's for yes, two for no.
And we should wrap it up, huh? Because I don't know if there's.
Yeah, I think that's
so
that's why I asked like if you had anything else like special that you thought that you might want to show.
I might let
that we
down
haven't
people.
showed off.
I'm sorry. I just realized.
I've seen a couple ones or twos.
Yeah,
One
damn
is yes, two is no. I'm gonna give 30 more seconds.
I like think, but I could be wrong. With the fact that the person said
Sit.
on.
A lot of people are saying sit. All right, let's just do it. All right, Rob, you better not be wrong.
Yeah. Nope. I'm right. They all just fucking come in.
Are they after
Was
you
that
though?
was that kind of? Was
That's
that
not that bad.
That wasn't that bad. Oh.
Nah, I don't think that's that bad.
So the only reason why that was so uneventful, huh? I mean, you play the game. You
It's
play.
not that bad. No, it's not that bad.
So I will just at least frame it in that like you you do that a lot. All right.
Oh, you sit a lot.
You
Okay.
sit. You do that to
That's-
trigger doors open. So
okay.
like when that happened, I remember like thinking overhyped for sure. Sorry, I just remember like what I felt when I was like late at night and that happened. I was just like, oh my god, and they like kind of like.
All right. Maybe if you, yeah,
whatever.
okay.
You know
Maybe
what?
if you're by
Whatever.
yourself,
Whatever.
playing in the dark, I could totally see that being scary.
Overhyped for sure.
It was, yeah. I had a bad feeling, Chad. I had this feeling that there was gonna be this big setup, and we weren't gonna get the payoff, and we kind of were in the same boat. But hey, now we know. But yeah, cool.
What a great way to end, huh?
I know, right? Is there anything else worth mentioning or showing here before I kind of go back to full camera?
No, man. I mean, that's.
All right,
Uh
cool.
oh.
Oh, that's not, all right. Let's watch this. Let's play out here. I think you're good, right? All right, I'm going to camera. Unless you don't think you're good.
No, that's it. I'm sorry.
All
that's
right,
it.
cool.
Yeah,
But yeah, thanks so much, Rob, for playing and showing off Echo, the sci-fi puzzle light horror game. I'm gonna let you have your. I'm gonna do this like this ESPN thing, like they do these podcasty talk shows where like when the person wins the day, you let them have a good couple minutes to kind of tell them all about this game and why they should play it, because you know you're super stoked about this one and want more people to try it and play it, right?
Yeah, I would say like of all the games I've ever played, this one like I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I like Star Wars. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the second, if you like sci-fi as much as I do, which is I know however you want to gauge that, but like from the start to like even now, it's been super gratifying and in every fashion and form. Like I'm engaged. I can see the complaints for like, it's kind of boring. It's kind of the same thing. I don't know. I think if you care enough about like cool game mechanics and like thinking differently about how you play, like that, like risk reward, that consequence of everything you're doing is like flipped and turned
Upside
back
down.
and upside down. Like it's just like it's been super engaging. I think the price is, for Steam, again, PS4 later on. We'll see how much it is for PS4. I would still think it would be less than $30. It's been like definitely worth it. I think anyone is even remotely interested in this, I think you should give it a shot for sure. It's gratifying. Again, you can like go back and replay like any mission. You don't have to like start the whole game from scratch. Hopefully, this like insane mode. I want to fish to see what like the whatever game mode or difficulty
hard mode
is.
didn't seem too bad.
No, actually, it didn't.
Yeah, from watching you play, I might have noticed like a subtle like difficulty bump, but it wasn't like oh crap, like you know what I mean. Like it didn't seem overwhelming, I guess.
Yeah.
But maybe insane's pretty crazy. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. We're live every day at 11, GameSpot Live. So come back Monday. We have Destiny's Children was out today from the UK folks. That's our Destiny kind of like Destiny 2 long play kind of stuff. And then we also do that on Tuesdays here in the US. It's me, Rob, and John Luke. We kind of cycle through. And of course we have lobbies on Wednesday. But yeah, stay tuned to all the cool stuff coming out. Rob might be doing an Echo review. The written review is up by Justin Clark already.
Read that.
So go ahead and read that. Got an 8 out of 10. So yeah, if you're interested in this game, hopefully you go try it. And until next time, thank you guys all and see you later. Have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Bye.
Happy Friday.